The challenge videos are back, and it's hard to not feel nostalgic for this one because almost 10 years ago I did a wall guns only challenge on Origin similar to what we're doing today for my first ever video on this channel. And hey, if you're happy that the challenge is back, then a like would be very much appreciated. 1,000 likes and I'll upload another one in a couple days. And maybe subscribe. I'll look through the comments to find challenge ideas for the next video. Hopefully I haven't become a completely washed up boomer yet and we can get to round 50 using just the Ballista sniper rifle. Don't worry, if you haven't played BO2 Origins in a while and don't remember much about the Ballista, the basic summary is that it's alright. For being a 500 point starting room wall weapon, it's pretty good since until round 6 it's a one-shot headshot. Body shots are kind of a different story. Those are like trying to box a coked up Mike Tyson when you've got no arms and no legs. So basically to counteract that, when round 4 ends and we've got some points, I headed out to Generator 4 and cosplayed your dad by having yet another drink. Of Juggernog. And then it was Generator 5's turn to get some love and attention before ending off the round. Basically my whole goal right now is to get as many points as humanly possible and get all 6 generators turned on before round 8 starts. Otherwise the Panzer will stretch me enough to fit a basketball on my ass, and as lovely as that sounds, I'm still recovering from the last time, meaning that we need to pack Bungie in order to get rid of him. I've tried killing him in the past with the regular Ballista and it takes somewhere around 60 shots if I remember correctly, and most of the time he ends up grabbing you and won't let go. Obviously because it's a Rushin video, I didn't have enough points to pack a punch when round 8 began, but I wasn't too far away actually. In a desperate attempt to not need to restart, I headshotted a few zombies, ran for the PAP machine, and ran away fast enough to make Usain Bolt jealous. A few seconds later, the Panzer did a bro moment and fucking died. But don't worry, he'll be back for lots of revenge later on, let me tell you. Now that we've upgraded, it makes things easier, but still not easy. Even on round 9, without double tap, in order to kill a zombie in one shot, it needs to land at the top of the chest or the head. Going for the torso is no bueno. There's also still the issue of it being a sniper, meaning that if I get stuck, there's no stepper around to help me out. When headshots do land though, I can't lie, it's pretty satisfying because it can go through like 6 zombies at a time if you're lucky, and without the aim assist on PC, you feel good about making those shots. It's time to get some more perks though, and you've already saw me get Quick Revive next to Stamina because even after 10 years, the Origins mud is still this map's most powerful enemy. Okay, maybe second most powerful because the Panzer spawned in and just dick me down no lube. At this point I was considering restarting because there's so much game left to play, but I decided to just keep on going and to try start going for the red perk bottles instead. Since let's be completely honest with ourselves here, 4 perks is not enough for an ideal loadout in this challenge. At minimum, I would like to have Deadshot Daiquiri and Speed Cola on top of the 4 perks that we already talked about. It just makes the most sense, plus if I get all 8 perk slots, then it means we could potentially get more quick revives later in the game with some good luck. You know what else is good luck? The Panzer didn't fist me the next time he showed up because I realized that staying closer to him is my best option. Otherwise he'll end up tossing his claw at me, so going back to my 2020 brain, it was best to stay 6 feet away from him, socially distanced. My good behavior was rewarded shortly after by finally getting double tap from the Wonder Fizz machine. I didn't count the spins, but it felt like it took ages to get. All the other spins were electric cherry, like no Black Ops 2, I don't fucking want electric cherry, this isn't Mob of the Dead, I desire the giga-based double tap tap. Things kept rolling on too, since in the next round with my newly found golden shovel, we can start looking for red dig sites to get free perk slots. And would ya look at that, on the first attempt we found one, which is wild because if you've been around the channel for a while, then you know my luck has always been unbelievably bad during challenges. It's a weird feeling having a few things roll my way honestly, so with that I bought Speed Cola and started going through a couple of rounds, because now we just need to wait for more zombie blood drops to look for more perk bottles. And since we can't use the ice staff to spawn one in, it just needs to be done the slow way. Also, I just felt the need to point this out, the fact that the Ballista is capable of 2-shotting a Panzer at close range is absolutely insane. Most wall weapons, even pretty good ones, would take a minimum of like 10 shots to do that, let alone a starting room sniper rifle. Now I'm sad as fuck that it was only ever in one zombies map. Black Ops 2 seemed to have that weird habit of really only adding fun guns to one map and then never thinking about it again. Origins alone has 3 of them I think, with the Scorpion Evo, KSG Shotgun, and our friend right here. That's just so weird actually. Anyway, it's round 25 and you know what time it is. Time to helplessly fight off the Panzer in a small area while 24 zombies are following behind me and also spawning in because I keep having to kill them to hit the Panzer time. Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? That also meant that the Panzer cooked me like that time my mom dropped both my shoes in a fire while we were camping in an attempt to dry them. That's a true story. It happened 17 15 years ago, and I'm still mad about it because those are my favorite shoes ever. Thank you for nothing, Mom. Things only got worse after this when I realized that the area that I've been trying to check for the perk bottle just did not have it, meaning the only place that it can still be is back by generator 6, which is the absolute worst place to be during this challenge. I know you can use Semtex grenades to find the spot without having to use zombie blood, but this is a true ballista only challenge. I didn't even use the Panzer for points early in the game. Also, yes, I'm a virgin, my wife is very proud of me. With that knowledge, during my next zombie blood, I ran from generator 4 as fast as I could to get to generator 6. I see the dig site, and just as I get there, my time runs out. Shit, alright, well, I'll just be a little bit faster next time then, since I'm definitely not waiting around here. That's just asking to go down. I got another shot at it 2 rounds later and was a few steps closer to generator 6 this time, so maybe I'll make it. My movement was better too on the way there, but same as the last time, literally half a second before getting there, my zombie blood ran out, and this is almost insulting at this point. But luckily, I did finally dig up a zombie bug close to the dig site a few minutes later, so I could finally move on to getting the last 2 perk bottles. Notice how I didn't say what perk I got with that slot? Well, it's because in the process of spinning the Wonder Fizz, I took the most skill issue down of my entire life, where 2 zombies just trapped me in. I had 1 shot, 1 opportunity, mom's spaghetti, and I choked so hard by missing a point blank shot. You should be used to it now though. I have it dumbed down like this at least once per video, but now we've got an issue since that was my 3rd down, and with only 6 perk slots, there's basically a 0% chance of getting an extra 4th quick revive. So now we just need to keep on rolling with the challenge, but with a slightly quenched set of ass cheeks. A little bit of compensation happened though, since I found another perk bottle not too long later, and remember when I said it was kind of impossible to get quick revive with only 6 perks? Well, the Wonder Fizz isn't the stepdad, it's the dad who stepped up, because it dropped a quick revive on me in like 2 spins. To celebrate, I then slaughtered another Panzer because fuck him. And just like DJ Khaled, it's time for another one, since the next round on my first zombie blood, we found the last perk bottle, meaning that we are as stacked as we can possibly be for the rest of the game. The sad part of this is starting at round 35, the Ballista is no longer a 1 tap to the head finally, meaning that this is also when rounds begin to drastically slow down, as the number of zombies is increasing by 8 every round, and the health is also increasing exponentially. It also doesn't really help that I took yet another dumb down when 1 zombie near the end of the round stuffed me into a locker like I was back in high school again. Insanely enough though, after getting my 6 perks back, I once again got quick revive in like a couple of spins. That is some insane luck considering the odds of getting another quick revive is roughly like 1.5%. I do not remember the exact number, but someone is definitely going to correct me in the comments on this. Finally, we're around 40 and only a few rounds away from where we got to last time. I was also playing this game at like 3 AM since I'm a degenerate, so I was taking every ounce of my concentration to not do the zombies equivalent of falling asleep at the wheel and T-boning someone. This is also where I completely gave up on aiming down sights when shooting at the horde. It would be horrible to watch from your perspective, and honestly, it didn't even give me much of a benefit, if any. It felt like I was getting more kills just trying to aim for somewhat close range headshots. But because I'm needing to kill so many zombies now every round, what happens if I run out of ammo in the Ballista? Well, I'm glad you asked, dear friend. My strategy was to hoard up all the zombies as tight as possible at generator 3 and then very slowly walk them over to the spawn room, being careful to not let them out of my sight because otherwise they can die out and respawn in front of me. Just outside of the spawn room, I would run inside, buy ammo, and then hoard the zombies like back the same way over to generator 3. That's also why I'm training zombies where I am. I kind of need to access ammo without it taking me 3 minutes each time, like if I was playing over at Juggernog, let's say. On round 44, I took another down, but we're not talking about that one. We're just not, okay? Thank you. I know I also haven't mentioned what I do after taking it down, and it's because for me there's not really too much stress in it. Just hoard the zombies back up and then slowly walk them over, kind of like what I do with getting ammo. The stressful part is in spinning the Wonder Fizz and following that piece of shit around the entire map. I totally, definitely 100% did not spend 20 minutes spinning it for another quick revive because the odds caught up to me after the first couple of times. Going in round 46 though, things were going as well as I could have asked for. It's just about now not completely choking it away. I say that, and then there's another down on round 47 from a zombie that I swear teleported behind me. Bro's a superhero that got infected or something because I just did not even see it, even while looking back at the footage while writing the script. Thankfully it happened near the end of 47, so I could somewhat comfortably train around a few zombies without having a nervous breakdown. Especially over by generator 6, like I said earlier, it's just the absolute worst. It all worked out in the end though, with yet another quick revive being guzzled down my throat. And to save you maybe 30 more minutes of gameplay, after like 6 hours of game time, I reached round 50 with only a Ballista. I planned to play more, but my game crashed overnight. Still super happy that we got it done though. Now, if you do want to watch me do some more challenges, then go watch me reach round 50 with only a knife. It's on your screen right now. now, just go and click it. Thank you for watching, hope you have a good night, bye bye.